Time is a weird thing, especially like with like uploading and trying to be consistent with stuff because it's like a weird, like it's not even real for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like time is a real thing, but like it's like if you don't know what's gonna happen if you do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather like kind of um let things happen like naturally. Like I don't like forcing stuff. And it sucks when it comes to like, you know, having a schedule and trying to be consistent with that schedule. Like even like on YouTube, like I was on a streak for a really long time where I was able to upload um every day at 12:15, and just because like it's lunchtime and like, you know, those are like a couple of my favorite numbers. It just looked good, like, you know what I'm saying? It looked good. And like that's my birthday, like those are my birthday numbers, so it's like that was just like a thing I had going, and I literally got it on my everything like that. I had like every platform that I had to be uploaded, so like people could be expecting it, you know what I'm saying? And like, but then I added more workload to what I was doing, you know, so like the videos became a lot more, the videos became better, but the time that it takes to make those videos became a lot longer. So until I can get that, you know, figured out, it's just like I'm in like this limbo space where I'm not mad at it because I'm still uploading like pretty much every day. But you know, the stream has took a little hit just because like sometimes it takes me longer to edit videos than I want to, and then by that time I'm like, I don't really feel like playing the game like that. And then like, you know, it's just, time is weird, bro. Time is weird. But with that being said, let's get right into it, man. Welcome back to the Why I'm Geeked show. Today, you know what I'm saying, it's episode 7. And we back, bro. You know, we had our first guest appearance on the podcast last week, so if you guys have not checked that out, make sure you guys do that. And we, you know, gave a huge breakdown of WandaVision. So if you guys are just finishing it, or you know, haven't heard it and want to go listen to our take on just like the whole show period, definitely go do that. We did it with Chris, and you know what I'm saying, it was dope, and it came out really well, you know what I'm saying. I listened to it, and you know, I really liked the back and forth that we had going, and I knew it was gonna be good just because that's like my boy. We've been had chemistry with, you know, when it comes to like everything that we do, you know, creatively. So you know what I'm saying, it was just like a regular conversation with one of my bros. So but today we're back to like the regularly scheduled program. So first thing we're going to talk about, man, is All-Star Weekend. So, or it was really like just All-Star Day. I didn't talk about it last week just because it didn't happen till Sunday. So, you know, so I wanted to at least give them a small take on the whole day because I didn't watch everything. I caught a lot of the highlights from it. And from what I saw, like I watched the game mainly. And the dunk contest was at halftime. I enjoyed probably like the first half more so than the second half, just because, you know, it was competitive, but the show that we were promised we didn't really get, you know what I'm saying, because of not only just, you know, COVID, but like COVID restrictions, like people being exposed, but also injuries. We had a lot of injuries. We had a lot of substitutes this year, and granted, those players aren't, you know, not to say they're not like all-star worthy, but as far as like just the teams go, like, you know, one team was very, very stacked compared to the other as far as like what they had left to work with. And you know, they kept it close, but it was just like, you know, it got old to me. And what I really wanted to see was KD and LeBron go back and forth, but obviously KD was hurt. We all knew that going into it. So, you know, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best All-Star weekend, but it was something to, you know, it was something to watch. You know what I'm saying? It was still cool. I love the jerseys. I love the, you know, that they highlighted HBCUs and all the donations. That's dope. You know, I graduated from HBCU. I went to Hampton. So that was cool. And, you know, as far as like the dunk contest was whack just because, not because of the dunk, like people that was in it, because I know their potential. Like I've seen Cassius Stanley win a dunk contest in high school and the what he's able to do, but it's just like the format that they gave for this whole thing. Like I rather them, do a whole actual like dunk contest, like an actual contest. Like this was more like an exhibition, and it was just so quick, and they just like, for me, like the dunk contest was always about creativity, and with a lot of these dunks that they were trying to do, or trying to get off, like it was a lot more strategic than contests in the past, and I gotta respect, uh, Anthony, because like I picked him to win the whole thing, obviously, but um, he stuck to the game plan, and then his game plan was to just show how high he can get. You know what I'm saying? He definitely won, but it was just like I blame it on the format of it, man, and it being a halftime show, like. But we'll get back to normalcy soon, hopefully. Once COVID gets handled and they have like the vaccine gets out to everybody, and it's better where everybody's better equipped to do what we are used to. As far as like a 3-point contest, Steph is a monster. Steph is a monster. And I just that's all I have to say. My favorite moment of the All-Star Day, I'm gonna call it All-Star Day, was Dame and Steph like going back and forth with the half court shots, just because like Steph was already going crazy, but Dame just he pulled it from half court. Like Steph was a little bit in there, but like bruh, it's ridiculous how far they can shoot, bruh. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so it's just crazy, man. What's up, Chris? Steph is a 3-point GOAT. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, bro. Greatest shooter of all time, for sure, 100%. But as far as like everything else, I didn't watch the end of the game. I saw Giannis got MVP because he had the perfect game. He didn't miss a shot. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't never get excited about Giannis just because of like his like everything that he does is very. It's like he's supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the way what he does, nothing about his game to me, except when he hit that step back three, that surprised me. But everything about Giannis' game is just like there's no finesse to it. There's no creativity to it. And it just gets boring to watch, Like you can only see him like dunk so many times, and the way that he dunks is never like, a stylish dunk. It's just like him dunking really hard, So it's just like, him winning MVP, go ahead. Like it is what it is, bro. I feel like the MVP was Steph though, but that's just me. And that's all I got for my little sports take for the week. And next, let's talk a little bit about like the entertainment side, bro. So if you guys didn't know, Coming to America came out, man. And I gave my take on it this week on the video, and I caught a little bit of heat, bro, because the series is called Stamped or Not, and it wasn't called is Coming to America good or not, and I was just like stamping it. It's just like, bro, you gotta stamp it, bro. You have to, and that's the take that I have, just because like if you ask me would I watch the movie again, no, obviously not, but I needed to see it once, and because I seen the full story, and that completed the cycle or the journey. For me, it was never really about if the movie was going to be good or not, like super good. Like it was the fact that they were doing it, and what that first movie did for the culture. Now with all that's going on and COVID and stuff, like I think they did what they could do. They had a huge budget. I don't know where it went, but that lion wasn't it. That lion wasn't it. And the order of just him being distracted by cat food, and Like, bro, I'm not even gonna go into it, bro, because there's a lot of things that just don't make sense with that movie. Like I said in my video, Tracy Morgan was my favorite, character in this movie, um, and it was just for the nostalgia, bro. So you gotta stamp it. You gotta stamp it. Um, and I just, that's all I got for that. That's all I got for that. If you guys want to hear, more concise answer for what I thought about the movie, go ahead and check the video out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check the video out on YouTube. And yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna give a take on the new Last Chance U series for, like, it's gonna be a basketball series. So I wanna watch it. I haven't finished it yet. But the first episode, I think I'm gonna enjoy this story more than anything, because it's just like, I'm a hooper at the end of the day. So it's just like, one of those things that I'm gonna enjoy regardless. One thing I did see was the Sierra Canyon series. That joint was fire. I didn't even know they were doing that, just because I pretty much watched every game that they played on YouTube, just because they were doing that. But for them to put that whole thing together and just, get a better understanding of, how these kids feel like in these moments that, are bigger than life at some points. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy thing to see. And just with how basketball and sports are now, you know what I'm saying, with the pandemic. So that was dope. Now, as far as, Attack on Titan and Jiu-Jitsu, I am on I have so much, to catch up on, that I'm super excited. Like, I'm about to go crazy, because apparently Boruto also, has hit a pivotal point, a pivotal milestone, to where, this is why I wanted to watch Boruto. Like, it has one of those moments. So I want to get caught up on that. So a lot of content is going to be dropping, man. A lot of content is going to be dropping, because I got a lot to watch. And, it's crazy. That's another thing with overscheduling. Like, the amount of videos that I drop per week versus, all the videos that I want to make during that week, it's not really adding up. It's not really adding up all the time. So I'm gonna try to, we might have to double up some. You know what I'm saying? We might have to double up some to get everything out. But that's a challenge for another day. So I got one thing I want to talk about as well, and that's going to be, it's about to be summer, bro. We've had some nice weather out there, like super nice. It's going to get a little bit colder soon, but this is like the moment in time in the year where it could be super nice one day and then raining the next day and then super cold the next day, but then super hot like that next day, and that happened all throughout the week. And I just wanted to be summer. Like, I'm ready for summer, just because I'm a lot more active than I used to be. I want to ride my bike. I want to do everything that I want to do. Get back in premium shape, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm super excited for that, just because I've been on a routine and it's working, and I just enjoy being active, because back in the day, when ball was life, like, I was hooping every day, bro, every day. And it's a real stress reliever, because you can just lock in, and then next thing you know, you might have an idea, or you may be able to work through some things, or just get away, bro. And that, you miss that being cooped up inside all winter, you know what I'm saying? So with the weather breaking, I'm super excited for that. And also, being able to go out and take pictures and do photography, and work with everything that we have to work with, because it's being a creative, I'm creative on a lot of different levels. So I love photography, and with that being said, I want to work on my brand more than anything. So I will be having some Why I'm Geek merch to drop. That's going to be on Growth Apparel, and everything in growth, growth as a brand. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna level up this summer for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. We're like my whole goal right now with it is basically to kind of create a feel for what we got going on. Something that people can get behind and that's easy to understand. And I want it, it to be more like um more accessible, or not, maybe not, I don't know what the word would be, but I wanted it to be able to cross multiple platforms. So like if you don't necessarily like watch like my content, growth is something that it's more of a lifestyle than anything. It's a mindset. It's everything that I do. Like and um, I want to make stuff that anybody could wear at any moment. You know what I'm saying? But then also have stuff for um, like the diehard community members. So like having podcast merch, because like uh I love like all of the just branding that we're doing. I love like the Why I'm Geek logo, and just like the possibilities that will come with this. I want to take this pod to wherever it needs to go. Have multiple guests, and just continue to do it. Continue to grow it, and one day we're gonna be on tour or something and be able to do that. Like that would be dope. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. Or even just like be able to feature on other podcasts, and be able to wear the merch, and just because this podcast is an extension of everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? This is a opportunity for not only just uh, me and my community to connect, but for the world to connect, through the message and through the mindset, and to just be better, be better, reach our true potential from it. And I'm super excited, bro. I'm super excited. And not to mention, like, everything I'm about to make is about to be fire. It's about to, like, before I was just making stuff. Like, it didn't have no story, really. It didn't have, nothing was really thought out. It was just like, okay, I'm going to make this logo. And it meant something at one point, but now it don't really mean nothing, but it's still tough. Like, nah, we off that. And I want to make content around it too. So like I'm gonna be documenting everything that we do, from the hat process to the manufacturing process. That I'm gonna go on as time goes, and possibly make a series out of it. I'm definitely gonna be continue to talk about it on the pod, because I don't know everything. I don't know who this pod will come across that might be able to help me or connect me to whoever I need to. You know what I'm saying? If I don't talk about it. So it's like, I'm super excited about, everything. And this is the platform to talk about what you're excited about. Like, I just got the hats in today. I just got my hats in today for growth. And it's gonna be fire, bro. I launched Growth Network on IG. So now we have a place for everything under the growth umbrella to live. And just start curating a story and a message that we're going to push, so that it's simple and it's plain. And everything that I do now, bro, from that to my personal page, like I just took pictures for that. We're working towards something, and it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be super fire, bro. It's gonna be super fire. What I got next on my list? Oh, so it's a little like random thought right here. I recently tried the chicken sandwich at McDonald's, man, and I had to say it was straight. It was straight. It wasn't my fries was a little cold, but you know what I'm saying. I don't really eat McDonald's like that, but I just had to try, because the Southern style chicken sandwich, like the OG Southern style chicken sandwich, was fire, bro. It was so good. It was so good. It was Chick-fil-A before Chick-fil-A for me. That joint with some sweet and sour sauce, bro, it was fire, bro. But this don't taste the same. It don't taste the same. It don't got the same flavor. So I don't see myself getting it again. I'd rather have Chick-fil-A. I definitely would rather have Popeyes, but Popeyes is too much, bro. That sandwich is too much. So, um, I know I've seen a lot of people making videos on it, and I was just like, I don't really want to make a whole video on it. I talk about it on the pod. So, um, that joint was actually good though. It was good. And let's see what else. What else? I gotta start having like better segues, bro, and like transition statements. Just because like when I listen back, sometimes I be like, yo, how many times you gonna say and that's just, I don't know. That we'll learn more about that as we go and as we continue to get better. But I guess the last thing I could talk about is um gaming. So recently, like I say, every time I finish something, whether it's a game or you know a season or like just a battle pass, like when there's something new, like there's the initial hype for it, but then it's like that process of now I gotta start all over again to get to where to get to where we was at, because I didn't live there long. So I got there at the end of the season, but we still got there, for Call of Duty. um and I just realized, like, although we make a lot of gaming content and stuff like that, like I don't play the game that much. I still play probably like more than like the average person, but like most of my time is spent like editing or trying to create something new for the channel, or like designing something. But like I only play the game like a couple hours a day, just because like I'm not like a full-time like streamer. Like I don't like have a game that like super like addicted to, and not to say that they're super addicted to, or but like right now, um there's nothing like that has me like going back to it every day consistently, like for a set amount of time, because like, and I don't miss it necessarily. Like before, like when I was playing Destiny, bro, like it was like the thing. Like that's all I played, that's all I wanted to play. So especially like because you know we couldn't play it while we was in school. Like that's when I was playing it the most. Is like when I would come home from breaks. Like that's when I came home for break. That's all I did. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was during the summer, like that's the only game I was really like invested in. And then other than that, it was like 2K, because that was like the only game that I could really make content on at the time. Before I started, doing the reviews and stuff like that for um, single player games, like pretty much um, like Destiny was like the only game that I was consistent. Like I was like looking up stuff. I was, just in it, bro, in it. And I haven't like gaming for me has changed drastically. I still love the game. Like there's no getting around that. Like when I'm on the game, like I'm on the game, But like if it's past a certain time, like I still watch people play the game um, while I'm editing, but for me, like creating is my like probably like my favorite thing, um, because I'm always doing something like around the game, you know. But as far as like getting on and playing and that be it, like I can only do that for a certain amount of time. Like I was playing zombies today with my boy with the boys, and I was telling B, I was like, yeah, bro, you know me, bro, I only really got like one zombies game in me. But like if I'm grinding for a goal, like getting um a gold gun, like I just got the gold XM4, my first gold AR for Cold War. Like I can grind that because I have an actual goal. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was trying to finish the battle pass, like I have an actual goal. But if I'm like in the middle or like in the beginning, like I am now, like I'm not really motivated to like game like that. And I gotta find like different things. So like now, it's like okay, now I'm back on the gold grind. Like maybe not necessarily getting Damascus, because I don't know if I'm having enough time to do that. or if I'm not putting enough hours to do that. But I want to get as many gold guns as I can, and get as many clips as I can in that process. So like, yeah, like I don't really, I'll be on the game. Don't get me wrong, I'll be on the game, but it really hit me recently, like that, how gaming has really changed for me, um, since starting to create content with it, and I never really was able to recognize it until say more recently. And I think that's good, bro. I think that's good. When I get to the point where I can, you know, where I might find a game that I really enjoy, that like that's all I want to play, you know, um, that I'll put more hours into it. But like as of right now, there's not really a game like that for me. Like I love Minecraft and I love Call of Duty, but I mean I could probably play Minecraft for a really long time. But it's just like getting onto it. It's just like I know if I get on, like I'm gonna be there for a minute. I'm gonna be there for a minute, and once I finish, I'm just like, all right, well, it's usually like after I finish a project, that's where I'm like, okay, all right, I don't really want to start another one, but if that project takes me a long time, like I'm a I'm gonna finish it though, like I'm a do it until I'm done, and once I'm done, like I might not do it again for a while, like going back into like that's why it takes me like a lot for me to replay games just because when I play through a game I do everything, um and like even like a perfect example was God of War, fighting the last Valkyrie, the Queen of Valkyries. That joint took me 4 hours, bro. 4 hours on stream, but when I finally did it, I was so hyped. And like that moment, that like it didn't matter that I spent 4 hours trying to do it because I completed it. You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of people could say they did that. Now I wasn't, I was playing on regular difficulty, but that joint was still difficult, bro. That joint was still hard. It's gonna be hard regardless of how you do it. And then, playing on the higher difficulties, I feel like, if you play it how it's supposed to be played normally and then go back into it, that's a different experience. But playing it the same way, like I'm not really with that, because that's another reason why um, I haven't really finished Spider-Man again. Um, just because, like, I've done everything already. Like, I basically 100% of the game. Um, I don't got 100% of the trophies, but like 100% of the actual like game itself. Um, so yeah, that's a little long rant. That's just how I feel about the game. Uh, is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? I don't know. I think that's it, bro. I think that's it, bro. Even like podcasts, like solo dolo podcasts, I feel like they should be like 30 to like 45 minutes. But like, it's easy. Like it's easy to get an hour, um, when you got like other people to bounce ideas off of, because then they will, um, you know, have their end that might give you another thought. And I'll be like, that's dope, bro. That's dope. That's why it was super easy to get to like an hour on the last one. That was like our longest one to date, you know. So it's just something I just thought about right now. But I think now, now that like I've done this episode, you know, usually I don't try to interact with chat until the end, but if it's something that you know will progress the um progress the podcast, or like progress the conversation, I'm definitely going to bring it up. And it was and I actually did it. Like usually I didn't think I was going to start, like it wasn't a rule before that I don't do that, but it was just like that's how I was thinking about it in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Until just literally just now, you know. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing anything later on. I've been working on the merch site, you know what I'm saying, the website, and I'm working on a portfolio That's gonna basically, you know, have everything on there, and then that's gonna translate to. I don't get on to that, but basically that's what I'm going to do. I might play some Minecraft later on. I don't know, but yeah, streams will continue. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I love doing this joint live. I love doing it live, bro. It's so fire. But you know, if you haven't followed the stream, make sure you guys go do that. For those listening on the audio platforms, this is recorded live, so definitely come through. Next time, drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Check us out in the chat. That's twitch.tv/Donato Sensei. And the rest of this will be on YouTube on Wednesday, and the audio version will be on all your regular platforms on Monday. So yeah, definitely check that out. Appreciate you, bro. Good looks, Chris. You know what I'm saying? My boy said good job. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do the thing. As far as like an outro, I still don't got an outro, bro. But appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep going. This been your boy G. Peace. That's my YouTube outro. But I feel like I should have a fire outro, bro. It'll come in time, bro. But yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.